Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and in today's episode I'm bringing you Idle Mafia and where to spend your diamonds by rank. So before we go into essence of the video, there are certain principles I want to discuss now, as these will apply throughout the game. Doesn't matter if you are rank 1 or rank 140. So what I want to address first is certain areas where you definitely do not want to spend diamonds whatsoever. So let's go ahead and cover all these details. So first of all, obviously the diamonds in the game itself will be tempting you to be spent across anything you pretty much do. You can buy additional keys, speed up the gameplay, purchase additional packs, give yourself additional chances in events, etc, etc. So the game itself obviously is opening with more and more content, and therefore there is more and more opportunities for you to spend these diamonds in the first place. So first of them, actually, prime example we've got is just right in front of us, is the flying bonuses. Like every single time you log back in, you can multiply your idle time. We click on this helicopter, you can actually get 3 keys instead of 1 by spending 10 diamonds. I'm gonna obviously use just 1, as if you multiply that a few times a day, few days, and then a few weeks, and so on, this amount of spent diamonds gonna add up, and it's definitely not worth it. And the second one, link up pretty much from the helicopter itself, it's you shouldn't really spend any diamonds on purchasing additional saves. So obviously at the moment I've got keys for every single one of these saves, apart mythical one. But obviously once I use the 3 keys which I have grinded in the game, then I'll be able to open further save using diamonds. Every single save got a different values and a different obviously chances to get legendary couples, therefore there will be a different price. But I would not recommend spending any diamonds on these saves apart the mythical one, which I'm gonna cover later on. Where we also don't want to spend money, if we go scroll all the way down, we don't want to spend money on any cash or cigar, sort of packs, bonuses, etc. As you're gonna progress with the game, complete any missions and events, you're gonna have more than enough resource to grind the game. And actually we head over to my office and stash. I've still got plenty, as you see here. I've got 1 hour cash, 4 hour cigars. Now and then, when you stack at certain levels, I fully recommend to use those packs and to get yourself over the border. But normally, I would be pretty much just farming and grinding them up, reaching obviously a max rank. So we don't want to spend any diamonds on any cash or cigar packs, and you will just grind it throughout the gameplay itself, just completing missions and events. So we covered that, we covered keys, we covered multiplier on collections like helicopter. So the next thing where we don't want to spend diamonds is going into bounties. And actually, if every single day you've got option of getting 6 additional bounties. Again, you can choose a normal ordinary one, which are random, or you can go and get yourself a little bit stronger chance of getting a better ones by spending diamonds. And that's additional 60 diamonds every single day, where you don't want to spend. So definitely skip that. Again, 60 every single day, it will add up. You don't want to do that, therefore just stick to the 3 ones every single day and keep grinding those ones. So then the next thing is we're gonna go into gang and then team fight. As I record this video, it's weekend, therefore you could not see it. Nemesis is now gone, but normally throughout the day you've got actually an option. There will be a like 1x multiplier here in the corner, where you can invest diamonds in order to boost damage to a team fight. And unless you are in a very active gang, which got probably Discord and other form of communication, unless you all chipping in to increase this boost of damage, then if it's just on your own initiative, I would not spend any single penny, because end of the day, yes, you do give a boost to the whole gang, but if the half of the gang is not active at the time, this pretty much would not pay the full dividends. So therefore, do not spend it if you're not having it pretty much as activity or the setup format in your gang. The next thing where you do not want to spend diamonds is we're gonna go ahead to arena. And obviously every single day you're gonna have a 5 free shots at your arena. And then once you use those, you can actually get yourself and buy additional chances. So if I go and want to go ahead and fight further 5, then I can get myself 5 extra challenges for 100 diamonds. Again, here it's a yes and no scenario. Here we go into our rewards. Look to the left where we got all the free. All you want to do every single time you start a new arena is scroll all the way down and check the last item. And in here, this vest is not really worth it. It's not like top-notch item I would like to have. So unless you are on a good winning streak, it means every single day you're winning 4 or 5 battles, rather than your ratio is, I don't know, you winning 1 or 2. Then sometimes by the end of the sort of arena season, you might be just missing, you know, a few levels to grind to that last item. If that's the case and the item is decent, then yeah, spend that few hundred diamonds few times just to get the items, as the item itself can be purchased for around 800 or 1000 diamonds. Therefore, if you can farm it out for free or with little help of diamonds, then do so. But if you just keep winning 1 or 2 battles every single day, then you will just overspend your diamonds to get that one item, and it's definitely not worth it. So we cover that, and then last thing I've got on my list are actually events. So despite my video, which has been released in 2020, the game has definitely evolved since. So at the time I felt most beneficial would be spending diamonds in the event, as that was pretty much a new thing in a game itself. Now we have, you know, went through so many updates, patch notes, etc, etc. So there are high chances, or there is a majority of events which you should be able to complete without spending a single diamond. Obviously I will be refreshing those and trying to put them on this channel in the nearest future. And even though if you sometimes do not finish the event, you know, if you get it to 70-80%, you still should be definitely grateful. You know, if we look into that, obviously we starting from the right hand side all the way to the left. If I can afford not spending a diamond and get, I don't know, 70-80% of these rewards, is a no-brainer. I should definitely do it this way. But if you feel sometimes that you want to sort of try different strategies, because that's obviously the way, you know, you're gonna learn or come up with something unique that will allow you to finish these events, then by all means. Currently my strategy for the last few months is I'm not spending any diamonds on any of those events, and you hear it from the man who actually managed to get a second place in events once by spending a few thousand of those. But that was one of the challenges I wanted to go ahead and try. And I know, you know, having a frame and being number 2 at a time, it was fun to play with, but I would not repeat that again, as I believe there is a better use of spending diamonds in the game. Okay then. So we have covered all the bits where I would not recommend spending diamonds. Let's now get finally to the part where we're supposed to spend them. Right. So I believe between ranking 1 and 100, let's quickly collect that helicopter so it's out of the way. Again, just a freebie. So between rank 1 and 100, you should definitely keep buying capo shards all the way, every single day, as much as you can. And obviously there will be difference as well. If we get into our shop, daily shop, you've got a chance of refresh that. I just refreshed it a few times today for the purpose of the video. Normally I'm just going what I've got in front of me. So my recommendation is you will skip these -20 ones. You only go for a -50 ones from your mystery shop. Every single day, pop in here and buy all -50s, pretty much all of them. Because earlier or later, you're gonna use these capos either as your main ones or as a food capos, which means you're gonna use them to upgrade the ones you're focusing on. And then the second part of it is obviously going into a gang chat, share the gang messages. And then once you're here, I would pretty much buy every single one of them you feel you need. I'm not buying any sort of trade ones, etc. I would only buy outright the ones I need. As you see, there are 70% one, 30%, 50%. So obviously you want to focus on those who you're collecting, and then at the same time, if you, I don't know, if you're collecting, for example, Avasato, which is a Japanese capo, and you need some food, which means in order to progress here you need other capos. Then I would purchase every single Japanese capo and keep farming these shards. So once you're ready to upgrade Ava, obviously you've got more than enough other capos to go ahead and do so. So that's one of the things which you want to do between rank 1 and 100. Second of them is obviously go every day into your unfinished business. And then once you're in here, obviously you want to spend 10 diamonds just to quickly finish this off. Rather than start over again, you will have an option to have a quick gather of the bonuses and all the rewards, and that will cost you 10. So obviously having 2 buildings at the same time, that will cost you 20 diamonds. That will save you a lot of times, and this time can be obviously used on watching more videos on this channel. And then lastly what you want to do as well is when you are in your street mode, you go into a fight, you want to get that one additional instant fight for a 20 diamonds, and that's additional boost when it comes to cigars, as well as this is your daily mission which you would complete to contribute in the obviously event itself. So if we got a new one here, but if you go into a mission, there is a when you start going through these ones, then that one of the missions that you have to do this instant fight twice, so it's definitely worth. And as mentioned, skipping all the packs and buying any other resources in a game, this is definitely one I recommend. So overall, you will focus on a shards in a mystery shop, in a gang chat, and then you want to just spend 20 diamonds when it comes to unfinished business, and another 20 diamonds to get one additional instant fight. Right, and then from rank 100, I would then recommend start focusing on mythical saves. And it means obviously you want to go ahead and open 10 saves at a time. You're obviously gonna focus on one of the capos. Ideally I recommend to go sort of even. If we got 3 to unlock, try to unlock all 3 at a time rather than go for one massively strong. As you know, having all 3 capos will definitely boost your fight power. I know I have recently put a video for the top 5 capos, which doesn't include any build with a mythical ones, but once you're ready, once you over rank 100, in my opinion, you should start looking into increasing pool of your mythical capos, and therefore this would be the only save I would recommend spending diamonds on. Obviously having a 10 saves cost you a 2000 diamonds, so it's quite a long way to farm, but it's definitely worth it. I would not focus earlier on, just keep grinding your normal capos. Yet again, when you will be linking your mythical capos, you need to have your ordinary capos on a high level, so linking them actually makes sense. And then on your maximum rank, which is rank 140, what you want to do, you want to go ahead and start purchasing items. So if we go into gang and we go into gang shop, then actually I have purchased this item already, but you want to start getting a best gear, obviously with the bonuses. So I have made one purchase today, and I believe I have went and get something for Izumi. So obviously this is the items I'm talking about, when the wearer will support skill also increase the critical chance, etc. So then you need to craft obviously skills and items around what these characters are doing. If it's support, if it's critical, if it's dodge. I'll be definitely covering a separate video when it comes to this end game gear, so you got a more understanding of that. But this is where your maximum rank and the diamonds should be utilized. The reason you don't want to do it earlier is, as you can see here, I have purchased this ring slightly earlier, and now I got a recommendation of actually changing that into an ordinary gear, because I can have a gear with 2 stars. By the time you're gonna reach your level, rank 140, if you're not there yet, obviously there might be another upgrade and we'll be talking about stronger items, etc. But you don't want to do that too often. You don't want to spend 800,000 diamonds, on a 5 rainbow stars and then one strongest star and so on, because there will be a never-ending story. Therefore, I'm just thinking between rank 100, just focus on grinding these couple shards as much as you can, then start looking into your mythical ones, and then when you get closer to these 140, start investing in this premium gear, which is gonna take you to next level when it comes to any fights, PvP, etc. And therefore you also do not feel that you have wasted diamonds and you got to keep refreshing and upgrading your gear all the time because something new has come up. So when you reach rank 140, like in this case, then obviously you are now buying the strongest items game itself can provide. Okay. So that would be pretty much it, guys. So obviously we covered mainly, you know, where you shouldn't spend diamonds. So even though if you're just starting up, you know, your low rank and your pool of diamonds increasing, then don't worry, you will have more than enough opportunities in the future to spend them. But make sure you don't spend them on unnecessary things. And then once you get yourself a nice pool, start investing in those strategies I have mentioned in the video. So that will be it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.